Well, it's tough. You know, you got Illinois, a Big Ten school, Memphis, a top 25 team. So it's tough. We got Lamar mixed in there as well, and then UNLV. So 4 of our non-conference games, and, a Power 5 and a top 25. So that'll make us better. And what really matters is conference, those 8 games, and hopefully, you know, we'll do better than we did last year. What they've done for kids, you know, it's very humbling, and it reminds you of how we should take every play. You know, it could be our last play, and from vans to wheelchairs to just the publicity to the sacrifices, the money they've raised. It's a tremendous deal that as coaches we've all helped try to raise money for them, and it's money very well spent.
Mr. Bowtie here. Keep banging home that YouTube subscribe button so that way you can stay up to date on all the local coverage not found elsewhere, and follow me on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. It's fast, it's free, and you'll make my mother proud. Thank you so much, and enjoy the show.
Being around Eddie, he's inspiring. You know, he's a great guy, tremendous cause. You know, he's one of those kind of guys you want to help.
Yeah, now of course 2021 spring ball's finished. I mean, how do you feel like you all looked in spring ball with getting at least a regular season, getting after what happened last year, being able to get back to normal?
It was just nice just to get to go out there and get 15 good practices in and increase our installs. You know, we were very limited on offense, defense, and special teams. We didn't get any time with them before the season last year, so got to add a little bit to it and work on some younger players and get better at the same time.
You did such a great job with not having an off season last year, being able to get the team from where it was at in 19 to getting it to a bowl game. What do you think worked so well in being able to make so much progress without having as much time to be able to work on it?
Just from day one, our kids bought into us and our staff and what we were about. And that hashtag 210 Triangle of Toughness brand that we brag about and talk about all the time, our kids really believe in it, they live it. And our locker room is extremely tight. We had 0 expectations last year. We were picked dead last in the conference, dead last in the country pretty much. And our culture was great. So whenever you have no expectations and a great culture, it's a great first job.
Well, you're going to certainly have bigger expectations this year. I'm assuming you guys are going to probably have a better chance to compete in the division, trying to get to the conference championship. What are the expectations going to be in 2020-21 besides national championship?
We're not going to change it. We're going to stay true to who we are. We're going to try to win every day, be the very best we can be every day. I know it sounds like coach talk, but that's why we have media guys like you to do all that kind of stuff, predictions and hype. And we're going to stay true to who we are and just keep stacking one great day on top of another one. And we have enough faith in our athletes and our coaching staff that we know we'll win our share.
You had one of the more unusual rebuild jobs in which usually a new coach has to get the players to stay. You actually had the job of the players already staying but trying to build a fan base. 2-part question. 1, about having the players from San Antonio, being able to keep them around. And 2, how do you build up the fan expectations back to where it was 10 years ago when they were selling out games when this program first started?
I think it starts with recruiting local talent. We got to keep that 210 in the 210. We work really hard at that. We've been successful on most of them. We don't get all of them, but they at least know we wanted them, and we went after them. So getting them to stay here, developing them, and winning ball games. Recruit local talent, develop, and win. And that's the secret to getting a fan base. And I do think us resonating with the fan base of San Antonio, what we're about in our culture, has attracted a lot of fans as well.
Yeah, and certainly having all the hometown guys, past and present, that's got to help because the fans at least will come out to see those guys that started Judson at Northside at Northeast versus guys that maybe they've never heard of that are coming in from all parts of the state or country.
Yeah, we had 11 when we got the job, and we have 35 on the current roster. So in 1 year, we're from 11 to 35. We feel confident we'll have this thing to over half before the next few years.
Because you were so well known at Gilmer and winning state championships and have that high school background, did that kind of help you relate to the players better because a lot of them didn't have a lot of college experience and they could at least look at you from Jeff Traylor, the high school guy, getting into college just like they were?
I think the high school coach, especially the Texas high school coach, we're just taught at a very young age that it's about the players, it's about the kids. So our program is ran that way. We are about our kids. We're going to make sure they're taken care of first, and football will be second.
Of course, this year you get the regular off-season practices. You're going to get a non-conference schedule. I know UNLV's on the schedule. I know there's some good teams that are on the schedule. How does that help getting at least some games in before conference starts versus last year where you didn't have many practices and you had to get into conference right away without having those non-conference games get you ready?
Well, it's tough. You got Illinois, a Big Ten school, Memphis, a top 25 team. So it's tough. We got Lamar mixed in there as well, and then UNLV. So 4 of our non-conference games, and, a Power 5 and a top 25. So that'll make us better. And what really matters is conference, those 8 games. And hopefully, we'll do better than we did last year. We were second last year, just a little bit away from getting to play for it. Maybe we can get over the hump this year.